that I had silver chocolate.
Going live, just FYI. What's going on, everybody? I do that more because who knows when I guess the live archive is going to take over from there. so you were saying, Sparta? Go ahead.
Hey, you're going live. Is more important. But yeah, it's like I didn't want to do roulettes until I could be able to have all that stuff. But
hold on.
Where are you live at? YouTube or
YouTube? Yeah, YouTube. Boom. Yeah. Wow. Already 9 people watching. Hey, everybody. And thank you very much, Nick. Today is my birthday. So I'm going to have a little birthday stream. To learn a little Bard. And then who knows? Like, I'm going to go see Mission Impossible today, Sparta. My parents are taking me. Super excited. The new one, Fallout. The one with Henry Cavill and obviously Tom Cruise. Thanks, dude. Oh man, so many nice happy birthdays. Thank you guys. I'm in my 30s. I decided one of 2 things. I was telling Chris this. I was like, I'll either let people know when my birthday is or I'll let them know how old I am. But if they get both, they can figure out my birthday. And you really just need somebody's name and birthday to really kind of like mess with them. So it's like, all right, I'll give this little bit of information out, etc. Because it's like, I know Mr. Happy's birthday and I know how old he is because his birthday is actually listed in his username. And I'm like, I always worry about him for that fact. I'm like, oh man, I hope nobody just decides to mess with him someday. See here. Randomling Gaming. How's everybody doing today? Like, hopefully, hey Dennis. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I don't know why I'm running away from this bear. And I don't know why I don't have my companion now. Because I'm a DPS. I can totally use the extra. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys I'm an expert at Bard. That's why I called the stream the Learning Bard stream. And I'm not going to see notifications until they pop up on the live thing because I don't actually have 2 monitors going on right now. So Jerry just subscribed on the YouTubes. Welcome, Jerry. I don't know if you're live with us here, but regardless, I hope you are having a good day. See, Robert saying, happy birthday. Your Bard is right around my level. So, yes, I am. I just hit level 54 before. Julie got the groceries. We got a watermelon for the birthday. I wanted a birthday melon. And so, yeah, she was nice and got me some coffee as well because we were out of coffee this morning. And so I was like helping her. So I was like, I kind of did my leveling roulette before. And let me go ahead and actually put myself in a queue. What I'll do for all those who can, I'm going to put an Alliance Roulette for Work To Game, W2G live on YouTube, PWN stream. All right, Steam. Well, just I can't spell, but it's okay. Password, my classic 99. Okay, if it will let me. There we go. It's 9999. And recruit. So if anybody wants to join in, I think the movie's at noon. I think my parents are coming over here in about an hour. So I'm going to stream until they get here. They're typically late. What's up, Chemistral? Thanks so much for the podcast yesterday, dude. I'm going to get that, trying to get that uploaded here today. Or it could be tomorrow. It's my birthday. I don't want to sit here and edit videos. Want to just be able to chillax. I'm hoping I can play some Guild Wars 2 today. I'm hoping I can kind of just get a couple of just either random streams in or maybe even some Mega Man. I don't know, man. I've been I haven't got Legacy, the new Legacy collection, but I've got like 1 through 10. And so yeah, I love Mega Man. And maybe I'll get to play some of that today. Oh man, I should have gotten my mount. I need that mount for that one spot that I was heading to. The new games, what server? I'm on Sargatanas, and if you're on the Aether Data Center, I keep looking over at this screen and talking to you guys because that's where I can see the chat. If you guys are on the Aether Data Center, you can actually just search Brin. That's B-R-I-N. And you should be able to see. And if you are if you are on our data center, we can get you into our Crossworld Link shell, which would be a ton of fun. because that means even like when I was like playing earlier this morning, I don't have to sit here and stress or worry about the you know, like, hey, it's like, hey, you guys want to play? You're on? Perfect. So it makes it real easy to get in sync. Boom, 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 boom. Entity framework blocks. All right, sweet. And let's go dust these crops over here. See, Whitney, how's it going? I need to get into... Yes, Whitney, I've got the party finder up right now. If you're unable to join, just let me know. I'm doing a recruit on an alliance roulette, but so there are some role restrictions. But if anybody needs to get into the cross-rolling shell and does not have to want to worry about role restrictions, you just let me know, and we'll go from there. I am in this case right now learning Bard, hit level 54. I have a poll up. Sparta, are you still here? He is AFK. I have a poll up, and I'll see if I can get the link to share. But on our Patreon page, maybe it's in the description. You guys should go vote for what job I should level next, which means take all the way to cap. I figured the poll's going to go into August 1st. So I figured until then, my only job that's not 60 is Bard. So I figured I'd just kind of try to get some experience on Bard, because I haven't really played it this entire expansion. Like, I got it at 50 and that was it. Yes, the party finder is up.
What do you need for the party finder? Just ask.
Let me see here. I just was there. I'm just making sure it's still up. And yeah, it's still up. Okay. I have no roles in recruited for party finder yet, so but it is on Aether. So if you guys go to party finder, and then if you make it easy, just go over to this button over here on the right hand side and search Brin, BRIN, and then hit search, and then you're gonna see it, and you'll see WTG live on whatever. Yeah, climbing.
That's me.
All right. Okay, then you're already in the thing. We have a tank.
Yep, I need to level this.
Well,
well, what are you?
We need we're doing a leveling. No, we're doing an alliance for that.
You got a DPS then?
Yes, that's what I'm betting. You got plenty of time, and I cannot pronounce your name because I don't even know what those characters are. So, if anybody wants to spell it out phonetically, I don't know. If anybody wants to spell that out sound-wise, the phonetic word. Oh man, let's talk about anti-derivatives, people. They're the best kind of derivatives.
Oh yeah, next reset happened, so yeah, good. I'll get some more poetic.
Yeah, it's Friday, right? I don't know what it is. I think it's Friday.
Oh no, I'm talking about the daily reset.
Oh yes.
10 your time, 11 my time.
Oh, then I could also do a leveling too, but we can do that in a bit because I did leveling before, and I did my expert. Great. Oh, this is great. So off stream, I did my expert and I did my leveling. I do not know how to find. Okay, so party. You got to be on the Aether Data Center, party finder. Go over to this button, open recruiter name search. Type in Brin. Type in Brin and not suck at it. There we go. There we go, Brian. Search should come right up. Otherwise, the other way you can do this kind of thing is Duty Finder. Then you go into the Alliance, you know that, and see this column over here. This will tell you if anybody's recruiting, and then you can say View Players Who Meet Conditions. Since this is my recruit, it's not going to show it there, but you can go and see like if people are recruiting for things. It's an extra step. It's actually really nice and convenient how they've got that set up. Yeah, there we go. Oh,
yeah, you will have to be on the Aether Data Center. Though.
Yeah. Cannot. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately.
Uh, 9999.
Thank you, Sparta. Yeah, that's pretty. 9999 is the standard password that I typically use. Oh, Earth Sprite. Wants in on the action.
I will say when we will possibly, if we get a Circus Tower, that'll be a bonus. So you get a little bit extra.
Yeah.
And when we possibly do the 50-60, again, if I've only got about 6 of the 50 dungeons that I've
unlocked. Yeah. And is this you, Artisia? Ariza? Party members. Invite to Crossroad Link Show. Beautiful. Nice. Ah. Let me just type. There we go. All right, you made it. Sweet. We'll keep this open. I'll go turn in these quests. If anybody else wants to join, just let me know. Yeah, I got them. Yep, got them all done. Boom. Hey, what's up, Corey? Yes, it's been a while since I've... This week has been a tough week for me for whatever reason. Just really busy, a lot of work. So yeah, I just feel like kicking back, playing a little, getting a little bard, some experience. I might do some Guild Wars, I might do something. Who knows? Like I've also been feeling like I've been wanting to go play some Mega Man, but that would require me having to go hook up my Xbox. I have kept the computer in here with the podcast yesterday, and then with another podcast this Sunday. So, oh wait, are we at a thing this Sunday? I need to find out what time we're getting back. Oh no, scheduling, man. It's the hardest thing about podcasting. Oh yeah, it's all right. Silent muted. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I got those turned in. Let me go ahead and put us into queue. Adventure in Need DPS. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Might as well pick up these dailies. That's the one downside about this whole thing right now is that literally I can't do the 60s to 71s on Bard because I don't have the levels yet. But that's okay. Yeah. See, we'll probably have time to be able to do this Alliance Roulette Sparta, and then from there I'll be able to... Let me find the... I'll go see the movie. Hey, Jabby. Jabby? I said, it sounded like I said Jamie for a second. Hey, Emily. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jabby. Enjoy the BRD leveling. It's really fun to play since Stormblood changes. I definitely feel I'm going to have to learn, especially about these songs. Wow. Let's see here. He just made 3 million this morning. Let's see here. Ride and deliver and delouse the dragons. What item are you talking about, Sparta?
Toad leather.
I don't know if Aether is more populated than Primal Rambling. I think that's a really good question. There are like various census things out there that like you can kind of try to go and get as close to a scientific method as possible. But I mean, Balmung is really popular. Like I think both have like very popular servers in and of themselves. But ooh, What would you say? What would you say, Sparta? Like more populated, less populated?
That Aether has what used to be. I mean, it's different now, but back in 2.0 and 3.0, there were no cross-server like capabilities like what we have now, like the cross-server party finder and all that stuff.
Well, so what ended up happening with that, and the reason why they actually prioritized it, was from a technical perspective. They had a bunch of players always transferring. So if you wanted to get into the raid scene, you had to.
You literally, if you wanted raiding, you went to Gilgamesh.
Right.
If you wanted RP, you went to
Balmung. Yeah.
If you wanted more casual, and this comes down to the whole thing of like the 3 biggest servers in the game, as it was, you went to Sword. So those were the 3 largest servers.
Well, and the legacy server automatically had that kind of advantage.
Yeah.
So for me, I was sitting here. I was like, so the history of even Sargatanas started off as it was Lindblom, and then it merged with another server back in 1.0, and then that became, and that ended up becoming, what we know as Sargatanas.
Yeah, just like Balmung, it used to be 2 separate servers, and Gilgamesh is the same way. It's just because of that issue. I would probably say Aether is possibly more populated just because of that.
Yes.
But ever since then, probably.
Hey, what's up, Jez? So for Crimson, it says happy birthday, so many July babies, and I would say absolutely. In fact, I was talking to my cousin today, and she's hoping that her baby number 2 comes today, which would be my birthday. Annie, my youngest right now, technically, because baby number 3 isn't due until a month from now. She was born yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but she was born. Her birthday was yesterday, and so it's like her and I were almost birthday buddies, and so yeah. And then so this is what we call in my family kind of a week-long celebration that what used to kick off with my birthday, but actually kicks off now with Annie's, and because. Then my aunt's is the 28th, which is tomorrow. We have another person who's the 29th somewhere in the family that I don't remember. Either I'm reversing those. My sister and her husband, their wedding anniversary is the 30th. Then my parents, my brother's birthday is the 3rd. My parents' anniversary is the 2nd. My wife's birthday is the 4th of August. And yeah, so it's like a week long of celebration, and yes, and so cake. Yes, I unfortunately I cannot eat cake this year, so maybe I'll be able to eat cake on my next birthday, which will be fun. Because somebody had a tres leches cake the other day, and oh my gosh, that looks so good. So one day. So if we ever get cross-world mail, can we? Oh man. I think that they need to do that, Silent. I think from an economy perspective, it's just open it up. Like, literally just make it a mega server. And then, yeah, you have your home world or whatever. But, that it would only break the economy for a little bit. It would only mess with that for a little bit. And then essentially everything kind of would normalize. But then you have a lot of buyers and a lot more suppliers. So you get more competition, but you also get more movement. Yeah. Ba-ba-bum-bum.
The only problem I see with like if Aether is like the most populated is we have one locked server, meaning there's one server in the entire Aether product that's locked. But the Japanese data centers, I know there's like 3 data centers. There are 4 locked servers over there.
And we'll probably see, even with 5.0, a greater expansion of servers, or if the game keeps growing like the way it's been going.
I definitely see that. Like, they add another data center, and I definitely see them adding another data center in North America.
Man, and we're also for Europe. There is a part of me that wishes that like Australia would get one, just because of the.
Yeah, I could definitely. I mean, it's. Again, the problem I see with that is they would have to.
There has to be a financial justification. you know.
We have to go and do an actual survey of so basically you log in and the first thing you put in there is your home country.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have to see how many actual Australians and New Zealanders there are that are actually playing the game currently.
I'm actually really excited about the Uzanar changes. I'm looking forward to checking out that because Uzanar is one of my favorite pieces of content in the game that I don't do that often, and I'm really looking forward to 4.4 and kind of diving into that because doing treasure maps is fun, and I think that when relating it all to how the open world works is that right now it would be fantastic is if that was like when I say these mega data centers where it's just that we can all play together. Right now we can't see each other. Like we can do some stuff that's cross world, but most of that still relates to content within the Duty Finder, and not just content that's out in the world. And it would be I'm hoping that's something that we get to see addressed in 5.0.
Yeah, definitely. They need to address that because there's so much content, like you were saying, there's so much open world content that they have that no one does because it's like you look at Ixion and you try to do Ixion, or I'll even go back all the way. Okay, so Ixion Stormblood. Go look back at around the morning. You're trying to do Odin to get the glamour because the gear is it's just level 50 gear, so it's not worth it. But
what's up, Thomas? What's up, Anthony?
I mean, glamour is a true end game, like they always say. But at the same time, you look and no one's doing Odin half the time. No one's doing Batman. You'll see them do it, like if and when they're actually in the zone at the time they spawn. But
if the game notified me, if I was sitting here right here, and the game notified me that there was a world boss that was up, I then have more of a choice. Right now, I'm like, I'm not going to go just camp and sit in this zone. And so it's one part like tool set that they need to bring into the game. It's another part that they need to also then incentivize. And they could do that via the challenge log. I mean, it's like they have all these. My greatest complaint about the game right now is they have all these really good and interesting ideas, but they haven't followed them through and interconnected them in ways that make the systems interesting, right? So the challenge log is very static, but it's great content. But imagine if it was then weaved into those other kind of things. It just where they need to upgrade it. It needs to have weekly challenges. It needs to have monthly challenges. You need to be able to kind of, track your like it'd be cool if I could to go into my challenge log, and what I mean by this is when I say they're not interconnected, if I could pull up my challenge log and then I could say, okay, fates, I want to click it, I'm going to say track, and then all of a sudden it goes over here, it's in my quest list, and so then I can see how I'm progressing, just so that it's like it's more integrated, because it's kind of it is a pure content. What's up, Dark? It's out of sight, out of mind. What's up, Jelly? It's my birthday, Jelly. It's birthday stream. Let's see here. All right. Man, we're at 25 minutes before DPS. Does any of our DPS want to go as a non-DPS job? Just let me know. I think if we had a healer, we would see that time frame drop down dramatically. Thank you, Silent. I hear Andy, Maddie coming. Yeah, kiddo?
4 DPS and we ain't top yet. I'm sitting at number 19 on the list.
You drew me something really cool. Can I see it?
Yeah.
Is this my birthday card?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's a kangaroo wearing a baseball hat.
It's a kangaroo wearing a baseball hat?
Yeah.
That's so cool. This is the best kangaroo baseball hat picture that I've ever seen. You are such a talented young artist.
And these are spikes. Don't touch them.
Okay, I won't touch the spikes.
I just draw the spikes.
Yeah, I can see that.
But you can touch them.
I am allowed to touch the spikes? They won't hurt me?
No.
Because it's my birthday?
Because I drawed it.
Okay, so they're not real spikes?
No.
Awesome. That's great. That is awesome. And then what's this on the back?
You have to read it, okay? It says happy birthday
Aw, can I have a hug? Aw, thanks, sweetie.
You get to keep it.
I do. I'm gonna put it right here so I can see it.
Yeah. But
So that when I look over to see chat, I'll be like, what? Yes. There's my kangaroo and the spikes.
Yeah. If you put it there, you can't reach it from Annie. So we don't want Annie to have so we can't let Annie have it because if you put it on the floor, she'll tear it out.
Yeah, well, because she's a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. She likes to eat paper.
Yeah. I'm making her again. Do you want to help me with that picture again?
Well, how about we do another picture in a minute? I'm hanging out playing some video games with everybody.
Okay.
Can you say hi, everybody?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing that too.
You want to do what too? Want to hang out?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and close the door so we don't have to worry about Annie getting in.
Okay.
Okay.
If she wants to come in, that's okay, I think.
You think it's okay?
Yeah.
Here, you want to sit? Or you want to sit here, or do you want to stand?
I like to sit.
Okay.
I like it. Sometimes I learn to help you.
You're a good helper.
Sometimes I like to watch and help.
All right, so we're going to be in queue for a while here. So let me head over to the Sea of Clouds. Have you been to the Sea of Clouds yet, Maddie?
No.
Hey, Brian, pop out and put it back in.
Okay. Yeah, because I got... Okay, cool. Thank you very much, climbing.
Well,
It'll probably pop pretty
are
quick.
we underwater?
No, we're not underwater at the moment.
I want to be underwater.
You like the underwater stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a secret
Hey, thanks, Professor.
passage. Can't go in the secret passage.
Top 5 stream moments. Oh, man. Should I clip it? Let's see here. Where are you? Where are you at? Da-da-da-da-da.
Can I move you?
Hold on, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this.
Can I move you?
I pull up my challenge log. Yeah. And then I could say, hey, thanks, Professor. Okay, fates. 1 second. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna say track, and then all of a sudden, it goes over here. And it's in my quest list. And so then I can see. Yeah, I was talking about that. Birthday, Jelly. Jelly says hi. Okay, there we go. There we go. I hear Annie and Maddie coming. I think if we had a healer, we would see that time frame drop down dramatically. Thank you, Silent. What? She's okay. Annie and Maddie coming. I'm making a clip because it was a really fun moment. Everybody's like, "You gotta clip that."
I gave him the birthday picture.
What's up? Maddie, you can't keep hitting this because it makes noise on the mic. Is this my birthday card? Oh, I love it.
Okay?
Over to see chat, I'd be like, what? Yes. There's my kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we're a baseball hat.
Yeah. You think it's okay?
Yeah.
Here, you want to sit here, or do you want to... Okay, cool. Thank you very much, climbing. All right, cool. We're gonna say. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, climbing. Cool. All right, let me. It'll probably pop pretty quick. Here, 1 second, kiddo. I'm gonna set you down for a second.
Okay.
No, we're not underwater at the moment. I don't want to touch the spikes. I don't want to touch those spikes. You like the underwater stuff?
They're not real spikes.
I know. They're all being silly.
Hey, thanks, Professor. You get to talk to spikes, silly.
Oh man, should I clip it? Birthday card. Where are you at? Live on stream. Don't.
Can I move
Spikes. Okay, cool. Hold on, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this.
Can I move you?
There we go. All right, let me go ahead and bop. All right, cool. Yeah, no pops on that one. Yes, sir.
From when I switched to healer, I went from like.
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be getting in a lot faster with the healer.
Oh yeah, it's healers are usually in high demand for Crystal for any of the Alliance roulettes. Boom.
I found a secret passage.
You found a secret passage?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I saw that when I was underwater.
Mm-hmm. There we go. What's up, Captain Mullen? Mullet, yeah. Oh man, I am excited about Mission Impossible. I didn't see the last one until just like a day or two ago, so I ended up. My dad's like taking me, and he was like, "Okay, you gotta see." He's like, "Have you seen Rogue Nation?" I go, "No, I missed it because I have kids."
What now?
And he's like, "Okay,
What now?
you can go rent it or something." So I rented it.
What now?
What?
What now?
Oh, Aris, do you wanna try to heal as well? Give us 2 healers. Yeah, go for it. Let me go ahead and pull this out. We'll take the 2 healer approach.
Where are we? Where are you?
Dark, yeah. Do you want to join in, Dark? You want to tank? Putting the party finder back up. If you want to come tank, Dark. 9999. Yeah, because that'll take. That means we have all the rolls. Okay, I'm gonna invite you, Dark. Oh, I can't invite you. Okay. Dark, it's up if you want to join the party finder. Yeah, Jelly Bean. Dark. All right. So Aria's if Jelly was gonna heal, you can totally go back to DPS as well. Man, it'd be great to have a whole 8. Let's just do an alliance. We've got 30. We've got 39 here, guys. I think we could do it if you're all not like at work or something.
And Jelly for healing again.
Jelly's the best.
No.
I think we just need Ariza to switch back to DPS.
Can you go? Can I try?
Well,
Can I
you've
try?
got your you got your character that you can play on.
I want to try it, please. Can I try going up?
You want to try flying?
Yeah.
Here, why don't you fly? Oh, okay. Ariza is one back here. I'll give you the controller in a second. Duty Finder, roulette, join. Yeah. Oh, Duty Finder, join. There we go.
Who are me?
There you go. Here, why don't you fly around? It says 30 minutes, but I bet that's gonna reset now that we've got all the rolls. Yeah, just give everybody a nice little tour of a cloudy, rainy sea of
I
clouds.
want him to go down. Now down.
Well, to go down, you need to use the right stick. Yeah, see how that changes the camera and your direction? You want to use your thumb, though. This is the true learning video. It's like, here we got a 4-year-old. How's Blender Lawnmower doing, Jelly?
I'm on the floor. I want to walk around, sorry.
Yeah, Jazz. Like I after they kind of do more with the cross-world stuff, like really bringing this game together, I would love to see them bring in this cross data center kind of matchmaking and things like that. Like that's what I hope we really go with kind of the future of the game. Let's change the camera angle. This is very dynamic. There we go.
Hello.
Hey, Jelly. Hello.
The delay was like really bugging me, so I was like, I'm just gonna come on Discord.
We got you. It's like that's what it's like. All right, we just got to get Jelly to join in, and then it's like you just let her warm up, and then she'll come hang out. So how's Blender doing? How's his character?
Since he plays on a PlayStation now, he wanted to play on the PlayStation, and that was just like, because like I don't want to sit there and have to show him how to play it, because like I'll show him something like 10 times and he'll still not like get it.
How old is he now? Like 6?
So I'm like, he's 6. Yeah, he just turned 6.
Yeah.
But he's really into Fortnite. Like he plays Fortnite all the time.
Fortnite's good, and it's to the point where did you ever play Guild Wars 2?
No.
So Guild Wars 2 had a world versus world, and that's kind of when people say like,
I want to walk.
You want to walk?
Yeah.
We're about to walk in this whatever we end up getting for this raid. But it has this so it's essentially the whole server. So it would be like if Sargatanas was against Balmug, which was against Goblin, and then at the beginning of every week, it's kind of like you go in and it's a PvP PvE content. So it's about holding zones, player versus player, but also PvE kind of concept. And at the end of the week, they are totaled, and you have and basically the server that wins, there's bonuses that the whole server benefits from. And that's when people talk about like a battle royale in an MMO. I immediately think that kind of content, because the battle royale itself is that quick match, right? You jump in and you're out, and as soon as you lose, you can get back into another match, and that's all well and good. But the MMO is also has the concept of persistence. So I don't think a battle royale as exists like with Fortnite and PUBG translates directly into like this kind of game, unless you're talking about like a week-long conflict, right? That adds value and things like that, which makes me then think of what they did in Guild Wars. How are you bad at healing? Who's saying? Are you talking to me? But you just need to use clemency. I'm missing some of the conversation. I apologize. I wish I could play right now. Okay, I'm following up with it. Just works. I love that I love that you don't have to wait anymore on this kind of stuff, Jelly. Like, that is such a nice quality of life improvement that allows people to join in if they get locked out. Remember A, B, and C for Atmos?
Yeah, because I pull all the time. Like, when I tank, I just pull. I don't wait for anybody.
You don't need to. You don't need to anymore.
People will like start screaming at me, and I'm like, oh, they change it, and they're like, oh, all right, okay, never mind.
Get back on.
Oh, go ahead. Yes. Oh, I died.
Which one are you?
I'm the guy laying on the floor. I'm the DPS, doing what DPS do best, standing all the bad stuff. But I was distracted by a 4-year-old, people. I'm not that bad. Yeah. So Maddie created her character. I was going to let you know. So Blender, so Maddie's created her character on the server. She named it Maddie's Alazar. So I think she wanted something different, but I was like, let's go with this for now. Like I'll as we kind of train her. The problem we have, Jelly, and this is kind of where I either need to go and actually do the testing of a PlayStation controller on PC, or just set her up with on a PlayStation. Is that the Xbox controller is just too big for her hands. The Switch, however, is
there's a little one.
I'd have to go look, but I would say like the Switch is perfect. Like she and I will play Switch, and it's perfect. Not the Pro controllers, but just like the Joy-Cons are perfect for her hands. And I was sitting here. That's where it's like I want it. It would be cool if it was kind of a cloud edition. I don't want them to bring it to Switch on Switch's hardware requirements. But then at the same time, as a parent, I'm like, oh man, this would be awesome if she could just comfortably play this game, But yeah, that's one of the things I'm gonna work with her on. I don't obviously. Yeah, she's probably not gonna. She'll be probably 8 before I kind of get her a dedicated account. But been kind of working on it. Like, hey, yeah, because she seems to have fun with it. She's been running around, jumping around. She started as a monk, so she's been playing, and I think she got to level 7 pretty much on her own, just going out and punching, whatever the enemies are.
Yeah, he was really into like killing spiders outside
Alda. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, and she's having fun. I set it up because you can kind of set, like I do the hold mode, but you can do toggle, so she could press it so that she doesn't have to keep holding the triggers, and then she can just focus in on the face buttons. And that seemed to help out a lot, and for her. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a video there, like how to get your 4-year-old to play MMOs with you. It's like,
is that the boss right there?
That is one of the bosses. His name is the Bone Dragon.
What's a bone dragon?
Well, it's him. That's a bone dragon. He doesn't look very bony though, right? He just looks like a regular dragon.
But the dragons don't exist.
Dragons don't exist. You're right. They're just pretend. It's fun to pretend.
What happened to the floor?
The floor went purple.
How?
I think it's just you have these. I don't want to get into the explaining. You have these little thick purple things over there, and it looks like it fills the whole room occasionally. See, it did it again.
Silent, if you can hear, it's nice that you want to do mechanics. I
I
appreciate
need
it,
the one
but people
too,
don't do that.
purple.
That's why I want the Savage Plus system, Jelly. I don't think we want it. I think that Final Fantasy deserves it.
Hey, what are Bones doing?
What are mechanics?
For cars.
Scholar is great for the concept of just like when I feel like I want to heal and I'm just feeling lazy, and it's not an insult on Scholar. It just is like if I just want to kick back and let my fairy heal and DPS, and then if I need to pay attention, I will. But it just feels nice sometimes where it's like, yeah, like if I'm doing like if I was gonna go and run Eureka, I would totally Eureka as a Scholar. Get the raises, get the fairy.
My alt's a Scholar, and like I would just like go AFK.
What now?
Like not a lot, but if I needed to go AFK just for like a minute.
Somebody was commenting on one of Chris's videos talking about Eureka and saying how that, like it's rude that people do that, and it's like, I get it, but like there's a couple things they could do, and I outlined those, the things they could do that takes that away. People are going to do what they're going to do, and I just like it frustrates me because like I just don't feel like going in without level sync. As soon as like everybody is like, oh, you're getting one experience, like no, like we've solved this problem before, and it just feels to me a bit frustrating that like we literally have solved this problem. Final Fantasy XI fixed this over a decade ago. Anyway, I'll get frustrated and start venting.
I mean, I still go in every week just to cap, but
you're better than me. Like I tried, and it was just that. Like I love it. I think that zone is gorgeous. Is anybody fighting this guy? Okay, no one's fighting him. All right. Why can't I not? There it goes. Like, why can I not target him? Oh wait, we need 4 people here. There we go. I wish I could reach. It's like they just right out of my range.
Go ahead, Brian. Go up.
Thank you. Hey, Mira. Level 46 on Zoe? That's awesome. Very big congrats. Chaotic Dexter. Hey, what's going on, man? I'm loving all the happy birthdays that I'm getting. I was like, man, if only every day was my birthday. I'd be like, wasn't his birthday like yesterday?
Hey, Jelly, I just realized we're Alliance C. Let's take a nap.
pretty much.
Oh man, I'm really interested to see what they do with Pagos. I honestly think that when I look at what they did with Eureka, it's really awesome experimental content. I just want to see some of those systems bleed out into the rest of the game. Like, I don't know, like, I would love to know how you feel, Jelly, but it's like I see that with that leveling kind of concept, and I would love to just do that in the open world. Like, give me some hard enemies that, like in different camps of enemies that do that, and give me the conquest system, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to my friends about, I just feel like if you didn't play 11,
mm-hmm.
you have like, when I talk to people that have played 11, I feel like it's, they have a completely different, like, concept, I guess,
mm-hmm.
than people who didn't. And they don't understand where we're coming from, and they're like, well, why would I want to do that? Or that sounds, I don't want that. But we were used to it, and
mm-hmm.
I feel like 11 players are just different from people who didn't play 11. And not that that's a bad thing, but
well, I get where you're coming from, because I get that too, because I posted this idea on the forums and someone's like, this sounds horrible, like the conquest concept. And it's just that it's passive content. It's not, you don't actively engage with it unless you choose to, but everybody's a part of it. Like doing Crystal Tower right now would basically be getting us points for Mordona. It's just like, okay.
But to 11 players, mm-hmm. that's normal.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. It's
No, please.
you don't even have to think about it. It's just natural
Yeah.
thing that you do.
Mhm.
But to everybody else, it's like, why am I doing this? That's dumb. This is something extra you have to do. But it's like you literally just click on somebody, you know, get your signet,
Yeah.
and then go on with your day. It's not that like time consuming, and then you get
It feels,
it's like,
yeah.
but
It also feels like the bare bones, the foundation of that system exists in the game right now. When you talk about the grand companies, like, you know, you get to opt into which, you know, instead of it being city based, it's grand company based. You know, it's like, oh, but yeah, I think you're right, Jelly. I think it is. That's why it's like sometimes it's like, don't tell me, show me. I think that's always the better approach rather than like have people worry about like, oh, they're trying to make open world content the end game. It's like, no. We're just trying to give it some kind of value and some kind of meaning.
I will say, and this comes from my perspective.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's not just 11 players that actually appreciate it. Because I never played 11. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of enjoy the content.
no, I'm saying the people who have not played 11 see, there's just a difference. Like if I just feel like there's a difference in the way that they play, the way I don't know. They're just I can always tell a person if they played 11 or not.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know I play 11, but sometimes this content y'all keep like referring like the conquest system. It sounds interesting, and I would probably like to try it.
Yeah. Be careful, kiddo. You keep rubbing against the desk.
The thing that
Yeah.
slightly worried me about.
That's my coffee.
But when I
You don't have coffee. You don't need it. You got too much energy anyway.
No, I'm too
Right,
worried.
what coffee will do for
I
you?
need food.
I do not want to see my 4-year-old on coffee. Hey, water
My
bubble.
3-year-old nephew drinks it. Not a lot. but
How
he drinks
much?
A little bit.
How old?
3.
Man.
Well,
I'm not judging. I'm not here to say anybody's.
Well, no, the doctors prescribed it.
Okay.
Because if you ever know you have like asthmatics in your family, coffee actually helps.
It does, and also helps. It's also a dietary. All right, Maddie, you need to sit up or you need to stand, because it's like.
Sit up.
Yeah.
How do I sit up?
I said you need to sit up or you need to stand. So
I want to sit up.
yeah, I tried in November to kind of go back and play 11, and it was so difficult. And it wasn't because it was just. All right, Maddie. Hey, you see what Mommy's up to?
I'm hungry.
We'll go get Mommy's gonna feed you. Yeah, she'll feed you now. I think we have some watermelon if you haven't got it. Can you close the door, kiddo? But yeah, it was more just trying to navigate the world. Like it was like I had to go and set up my controller, and man, it was a struggle. Like it was just like everything was difficult, you know, and it was just like, okay, to the point where it's like, I'm not really going to stick around. So it just kind of,
hard to get back into, which is a shame because I love that game.
Well, and that's where I was so disappointed in this year's E3. I don't know how you guys feel, but it was like, I was totally expecting, if nothing else, like at the Square Enix's thing, when they're like, oh, we're going to have our little thing, that they were going to show it off or talk about the 11 mobile version, right? Because the core concept of the game, I think is good. I'm not calling for 14 to be 11. I'm just saying that can we take what was interesting, and they've done some of that in Eureka, but they didn't take the level sync system, which was literally in 11. It was like, and already is coded in 14. So it's like the engineer in me is like, can you just say, like either they need to do one of two things with level sync as a system as a whole. Either make it automatic, like, how Guild Wars 2 does it, which I'm actually not a fan of. They make it by the zone, that you level sync in the zone. Like, and it's like, okay. Or make it to where when we're in a party, I can sit here and say, because I think your tank is level 30, right? Sparta?
Yeah, my tank is level 30.
Or if we're in a party, I can say, oh, our party is now going to be at Sparta's level, And that's what 11 did. And when they brought in Eureka, I thought that was actually, you know, and that's me. I set the expectation and was disappointed because it didn't happen. Where when I asked Yoshi P at Vegas at the Fan Fest talking about can we get a party level sync feature, because when I go help new players, it is a pain because I have to sit outside the party, and then we have to reform the party if we want to do a fate together. Can I just sync to their level and go help them with quests and let me see their quests too, because that's going to be that's what I need when I'm helping new players and out. It just becomes a convenience thing. It's the quality of life, but it's like, and then he's like, you know, said it was a good idea, and I thought, oh, okay, Eureka, it makes sense to have that system definitely there, and still, here we are in July. Anyway, fly you fools!
My whole thing is that I feel like, I mean, I know that they pushed back Eureka a few times. I feel like it was not complete. And the level sync, they just did not have time to put it in, because I don't feel like they're that stupid, to be honest, and they knew what was going to happen. If it was like, we can't delay this anymore. Right, because they pushed it back a lot, and people were waiting, and they wanted their relics, and I feel like they just put it out, because... Then what the heck is going on at Square Enix right now? Like, what's the problem? You know, because it feels like we've gotten a lot less content, right? Am I wrong? And you can tell me I'm wrong. I
have a feeling, this me speculating, what if it's that, what if the Square has cut their team? Like we don't know this, but what if Square actually cut their team?
They could. That doesn't seem smart from how the game's doing. I honestly think, and I hope, and this is where I'm also worried that I'm setting the wrong expectations of the game. I hope that they've been working on the future of this game. Yeah. Where it's
that's like the other thing. That's the other point. They might be. I mean, because I could understand if they're doing it.
Boom.
They're starting working on 5.0.
Well, they have to. I mean, but not just work. I honestly think that when you look at, like, they rebuilt this game in an insane amount of time. And then the way that it's going, if this is a 10-year property, like, there's so many things behind, like, that they could be working on behind the scenes that just take a lot of work. And I look at it and say, are they going to sit here and just melt our minds with 5.0? Like, hey guys, like, we've gone in, we've retooled the engine. We're now bringing in all these things that we wanted to do that we just couldn't because the engine couldn't support it or whatever, you know. Because a lot of people like to sit here and say, you know, PS3 limitations, PS4 limitations. It's like, it could be server limitations and all that fun stuff. You know, that they got new servers. Timing one.
Thanks, Brian. CK, there have been a lot of changes, minor in a lot of ways, and it's mostly job changes have come out, like, readily come out with job changes every patch.
Let me see here, Sundrum Dance. Yeah, and they've done a lot of that too, which was a little bit surprising. All right, you want to do like an 8-man or?
I'd be down to join.
What's up, Cy? How you doing, dude?
Yeah, a lot of the controller guides, they'll still function really well until, and Brian, I'm going to plug, until 4.4, when they're making one drastic change in 4.4.
Yeah.
As it is right now, you only get 5 cross-roll actions. They're increasing that number to 10.
Yeah. Hey, Jelly, did you see...
You get all of your cross-roll actions.
Did you see my video talking about sub-jobs, Jelly?
Yeah. Hey, Brian.
I believe so.
Well, I'd like to bring it up and see what people, you know, and talk to everybody here about it in real time. Because I know some people are like, see the title and they're like, no sub-jobs. And it's like, what did you think regarding the concept that the sub-job actually just gives you very different traits to your abilities, so that you have a toolkit. Like for healer, you'd still have Protect and Insuna, but then you pick a limited set of sub jobs, so you can, you know, my thought is from a balance perspective, rock paper scissors. You give everybody just 3 options, and the sub job then has an impact. And so I use the idea of protect, but we actually got into a conversation regarding Insuna, and the Insuna conversation ended up being that you could make Insuna have an AOE effect. You could have it add in an immunity effect, or you could end up having a curing effect. So you could cast Insuna and it would cure. You could cast Insuna and it would protect you from the next debuff, or you could turn Insuna into an AOE. And obviously, like, you know, no matter what, you know, because the obvious thing is when you bring in choice, people are going to say, they're going to find something. Like, this is the optimal one that you do. And that's funny because that's literally every system. And we're never going to get away from that. Somebody's always going to say that there's something that's the best. But instead of saying whether you take Insuna or not, what if it was like, oh, Insuna does exactly what it says it's going to do, and then there's other ways that you can kind of go about it to improve upon it. I'd love to hear your thoughts, Jelly, because I always like what you think, as well as anybody in chat.
Okay, so mine's going to be kind of unpopular opinion here, but kind of the thing that you were saying of that there's always going to be the best out of them. So take Warcraft. So I played Warcraft on and off for 10 years. And in the beginning, like, every race had something that they had.
Right.
Some had a heal, some had a damage over time, and then people got pissy because, oh, well, I want that. That's not fair that they have that. Why don't I have that? So eventually they took that out of the game. So then it was like, well, it's not fair that Resto Druid has this, and it's not fair that Holy Priest has this. It's not. And then they're like, well, everybody can have this. Well, it's not fair that they have this. Why don't I have this? So it was a constant, like, fighting over everything. So now it's like every healer class is basically the same.
Yeah.
Every tank class is the same. Every DPS is the same, except if it's range and melee. And I hate that. I hate that people can't just stick with what they have. Like Astro.
I got the party finder upside, just FYI.
Then deal with the cards. If you want to have a pet, then go Scholar. But I feel like now that they're giving everybody everything.
The party recruit thing is up, Sai. So it's no, you're good. It's password's 9999, and I put it up for trial, but you can just search Bryn, and we've got we should be able to grab you.
So I feel like their intentions will always be good of giving people things, and I would like a sub job or anything, but it's always going to be like, oh, these are going to be the best things to pick, and everybody's going to turn into everything. Like, us getting all 10 things, for me, is amazing, because then I don't have to pick anymore. Yeah,
the cross-roll really punished healers this expansion.
Yes.
Yeah, it really did. Like, and that's where I was like, I don't know if that came across in the video that Chris and I did, because I was just like, yeah, like, I get that, you know, because we did macros. Like, I even had the video. I was like, okay, here's how you do it, you know, because, like, you know, you want to sit here and be able to actually feel like you can participate and not be punished. It punished healers. It didn't punish tanks, but it, you know, it started getting into that level, that degree, and then from there, you know, it's just and punish maybe is a strong word, but it's just that, like you said, like. Player choice is hard, especially in a persistent online game, because people are going to then discover what obviously feels best, and that's where I was like, you know, we're always gonna battle with the illusion of choice. We're always gonna battle with, you know, making something meaningful. But I definitely want to avoid the idea that all of a sudden, because people are like, we want more tanks and healers. Well, I do too, as long as they offer some different type of way to play the game. And not this is obviously a copy of Dark Knight, or this feels just like Warrior, or this feels just like Paladin. And it's like, yay. I think that, you know, oh gosh, I want something, I want something meaningful.
I just don't feel like it's going to happen. I feel like people don't.
It's risky for sure. And I think,
again, I want to say from like 11, I don't feel like a lot of the classes were the same. I don't think that. But that was a different kind of people play that game, and it is not the same. People
Sparta, you were gonna go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
This is I posted a big in our Discord, and I'm gonna put this out there. So they said some stuff in the live letter digest, and the way they structured it in the digest. Because when they're doing the live letter, you get conversations going, you get all this stuff going, and it's like, oh. But then when you get to see the digest, you get just the nitty gritty of it. They talk about adding 10 roll actions. They're increasing the roll actions to 10, which currently that's all our roll actions.
Yeah, it's like take everything.
The very next thing they added, that they stated, was that they're going to give us a way to, the wording, temporarily change our. This is again, it's the wording.
Oh, it was one of us.
Roll.
Somebody didn't accept.
15 or tank, healers, and DPS. What the?
That was from our party.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Check in, everybody. I'll do it. If it doesn't pass this time, we need to find out who it is.
It's got to be the red mage because you're talking, I'm talking, and Silent's talking in chat.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So the roles are tank, DPS, and healer. What if they're giving us a way, and this is the reason why they're giving us 10 cross-roll actions, is that our cross-rolls are going to expand.
There we go.
To where we have things like a healer stance, a tank stance, tank skills.
Who knows? I mean, that could be like when you're talking. I think you were talking about Lugos, right? Where they're going to experiment with that. It's like that would be. I don't know. Like I want to know more about the future of this game, and it feels like that we haven't got that in a while. And so yeah, like what if that? Like honestly, just it'll be neat to see how it plays out in Eureka and what the community does with it. And if people are like, honestly, they're like, oh, we need a public test server, and it's like, honestly, I think that's Eureka.
I think they're implementing it. They're just flat out going to put it in the game.
Man, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying like I want to know. I'm really hoping that. I believe I read it, and I hope it's true that with the 5-year anniversary that we literally see more about what the game, what they're going to do over the next 5 years. Because with 2.0, when they announced it, they talked about things that were a couple years away, and we eventually got them. Right now, it's like, what are they building? What are they doing? And that's where I hope that a lot of the development effort's been this entire expansion. Is that we're seeing them really kind of gear up for like 5.0 and beyond, saying like, no, this is, we know, and then we don't need to know the story or whatever, but we all of a sudden we learn what the heck's happening with, over the next 5 years. And it's like, okay, we're going to see whether it's, this system or this kind of content and things like that. And I would love them to do another player survey. They haven't done one since like 1.0, but like get an idea and share those results with what the player base, what they're thinking for the player base themselves. And then It Just Works has been saying, talking about how like he as a healer is just like with Jelly. It's like, yeah, they've really kind of, it's, oh man, it's like, here, you don't have this, you don't have this. I wonder though, for Bard and for Machinist, like it's going to be pretty nuts, right? Because
tanks too, because there's a lot. Like the reason why I'm saying tanks got punished to a degree is like for raid scenes you need certain skills. It's just like healers, and really and truly you need 4 of the skills that they give you. So you only got one choice. Yeah,
and then what are you gonna do with it? It's like, all right, I'm just taking obviously the best ability, the most convenient.
Because you need things like Shirk. You need things.
You don't need Shirk. By the way.
You don't, but I guarantee you, I've gone into raids and people are like, you need Shirk. I'm like, I guarantee you, I don't. Like,
we don't run it because we haven't had that. We didn't have that at 1.0. We didn't have, like, it's for tanks
I can get the hate and I can keep the hate. I can get it and keep it.
That are not comfortable with tanking, that don't know how to get it back. Like, people. We didn't have that in the game for like 7 years.
Right. I equipped it once because the guy was just like, you got it, you need to take it, and I was like, all right, fine. I'll take it. And then I never used it, and I was able to get hate just fine. Then I was like, oh, okay. They're just going to assume that. Obviously, oh, I'm out. Oh, no.
It's like, I hate that argument. It's just like, people rely on it because they don't want to have to like play correctly. Like that is one thing that I'm just like, seriously, 7 years without it, guys, and we did fine. Like, what do you think everybody was doing in Savage?
I like that I'm gonna have ultimatum now. You know, honestly, I like that idea. I'm gonna probably macro that. So I'm gonna, like, when Sparta was talking about it, like, I'm probably gonna have to go update my controller guides and put in a lot of macros and stuff, because I'm gonna stack some of those abilities, because ultimatum and provoke, I don't care. I'll just use the same daggum button, because I'm just going for that. Get me to the top of the list, and I don't care if if it's a group of people, if it's just one. You know. But yeah, like I'm really excited about 4.4 story-wise with this game. Like, that's all of a sudden I'm like, yes, because there has been this narrative, and I felt like Stormblood was kind of a distraction, a necessary one. I mean, we can't go to Garlemald. We can't really engage and figure out what the Ascians are doing, you know, at the moment, because, like, you know, you do have to weaken the beast. And that's where I'm really excited to see, you know, when they kind of tease that, and when they tease the image for 4.4. That's for me. That's the battle that I've been interested in. I want to see hopefully more with the Scions. I'm looking forward to more of the trials, but oh yeah.
Just say, no, you should cleanse the person who gets out of the.
Well, I gotta go.
All right. See you, Sparta. And home point, yes. Well,
but yeah, Jelly, I feel the same way, but I keep getting yelled at. Oh, why aren't you taking shirts? If you don't have shirts, you suck.
But you don't have to do it. Like,
yeah.
We don't run it. Like, we don't.
I don't
run it.
But I get yelled at if I don't have it.
I know, but then you stand up for yourself and don't use it. Like, that's what we do. If I ever go in a raid with the tank that I tank with, and they tell him to use it, we both tell them that that's not, like, he understands how to tank, he understands the game, and that he doesn't need to rely on it. Like, it's a nice skill. I'm not saying that it is a nice skill. It is helping people that do not fully understand, I guess, or not, you know, some people need help, and that's fine. I'm not saying that that's bad, but it is not, like, we literally did not have it for 7 years, and we were fine. It is a nice skill to have. It is not necessary. There are other skills. I'd rather have a tank have reprisal than have it, because that's helping everybody, not just the 2 tanks that literally don't need it. Maybe in some random fight here and there,
I run reprisal,
but it's really not necessary. And people just, I don't want to say that it's lazy.
Anybody want to do Susano Extreme?
I can't right now.
Okay.
I have a horde of children.
I understand. No worries. I was just curious. I was like, I'd love to try some extreme content. I mean, I can do a leveling roulette of it, but that's 4. But I was like, if we got more people, what can you do, Jelly, with the kiddos?
Oh, I mean, I just can't do anything that's like too extreme-y.
Yeah.
Something that's like not too, you know. I did get my bird last night for having all the extreme birds.
Nice. Do we want to do, what if we did Shiva X? Like unsynced. Just do some extreme primals unsynced, just to destroy them. Get some, I'd like to get some ponies.
You know you can, like, solo those, right?
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to think of something fun. And that you know, because if you can't, like, do that, that'd be cool. I mean, we could do... what's his face? Oh, I would love one of the birds. Let's do, why do I keep wanting to say Ravana Extreme?
Ravana's easy.
Ravana Extreme, that's what I want.
I feel like Ravana's easy, and that bird always drops.
Let me switch to, we got, let me switch to my warrior. X. Yeah, we're going to do that unsynced. So get your 70s, people. No, unfortunately, Rambling, Primal, and Aether, we're still separate, which is a big bummer in my opinion. Let's see here. I feel like a lot more people are talking, but it's only showing me like 39 people are live, which is funny because it's like feels like there's more than that. Yeah, that definitely was not synced because I was like, it's only showing me 5 thumbs up too. I was like, weird. Silly computers. Brains. We got Dark on 70. Everybody's on 70. Let's do this. Ravana X, everybody. I'm gonna actually get ready. I wanna make sure I can get a highlight on this because it's just for fun. All right, so the Thawkus Thawk, and we're gonna go to settings, and we're gonna say undersized party, yeah, and then we're gonna say Thawkus Thawk, Thawk around the clock. Oh yeah, yeah, all open mount, guys. Yes. Like this is, you know, if you get the mount, awesome. Then that's exactly what would make me very excited. I would love to get one too, but at the same time, I believe in let the rolls fall where they roll. Let's do this. I love his music. Ah, furious as the blaze. Prelude. We are shredding him. Liberation. Oh, yes. Get out of here. Get out of here, Ravana. You're done. You don't get your liberation. You don't get it. Oh, heck. I've never gotten these weapons this year. Alright, I'm clipping that. Because why not? Let's see here. Ravana EX. Let's destroy Ravana EX. Stream highlight, baby. Sorry, I'm gonna unmute myself. Oh, yes. Get out of... You don't get it. Oh, heck, I've never gotten these weapons this year. Oh, yes. Alright, I'm clipping that. And upload. Boom shakalaka. There we go. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. Alright, let's y'all want to do Limitless Blue, or y'all feeling like we want to put that down on farm? No one's saying no, so I'll put us back in. That was too easy. Let's get those birds, baby. Do the bird farm. I'm out of coffee. No, I'm not. kind of just want to be in this stance the whole time. Let me know if you have any objection, Jelly. 3, 2, 1. I love this boss. The thing that disappoints me about Omega ends up being the fact that Omega isn't voiced, but the primals are, and it's like, oh gosh, like just voice those bosses, please. Dang, I missed that one. All right, let's do it. Did he slow me down? Oh, wait, am I doing? Darn it. Get him this time. Get it? Yes! You can't even do liberation. Ooh, Rogue Ninja. Oh, got it. Sweet. Shirk the healer. Let's see here. Alright. You want to do Limitless Blue?
It's a little bit difficult without 2 tanks for the snake.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
No, we can do it without 2 tanks.
I know. I'm just saying it's a little bit more difficult.
What about Thornton or Nidhogg? Are the I'm trying to avoid the ones that are like so mechanic that you can't win. Like I know the tree. He's real tough without mechanics. But what about the other? Is there any ones that we can do that are that we should be able to easily
the
play?
only ones that you don't need mechanics for are the Limitless Blue and Ravana. All the other ones you need to know the mechanics.
Well, I mean, not know the like where it's like if we make a mistake we'll be fine, as opposed to like here's the insta wipe.
Good afternoon.
Technically,
Hey, what's up, Clank?
technically you can do all of them, but
Right.
some are
Well,
just more difficult than others.
Thornton, I think they all have an instant wipe. Like Thornton has an instant wipe.
Should we? Do y'all want to do Thornton? I'm game for trying out any of these. I just don't want to put us in something that you're like, no. Any objections?
Trying to think if you kind of need to know the mechanics of Thornton a little bit.
All right, we'll just do that. if it's that much of a question, I'm just doing this until my dad's supposed to be coming. And kind of Mira, it just ended up kind of evolving into that for a second because the my I knew they were gonna be late, but my dad's like, I'm gonna be there at 11. It's like, okay, Dad. and then I'll oh, we got 2 tanks.
The Limitless Blue is definitely easier than Thornton.
Lemon Blue is easier than Thornton?
Yeah. I mean, Thornton's not hard. It's just if not everybody stacks on this one part,
Yeah.
you pretty much just die. And bards like to not stack with people.
Freaking slow, man.
You guys are killing me here.
We all got that slow.
It ends up coming on Scholar because of that.
Get that extra fairy. It's like completely pointless that stacking that ability. All right. Can we stop him from liberating with 2 tanks? That's the question. Nope. Vulnerability up ×5. Great. All right, last 8%. Prepare thyself. Oh, no, come on. Hey, what's up, Cloud? Hey, it looks like, I think they're here. Sweet. And he's done. All that beautiful scroll, faded copy, and codex.
This is like the first time I haven't seen the bird drop like immediately, by the way.
I've never seen the bird drop.
I've seen this bird drop. This is, I swear this one is the easiest one to get. It's like everybody's first bird is this one.
It's like, get your first bird.
I still don't have this bird.
We need to just put. I need to put this. We're gonna start doing and putting together. I want to start putting together and just farm like out of these things. Like I'm just trying to create goals and for content myself. Now it looks like my family's here, so I'm gonna get ready to go see Submission Impossible. Thanks for everybody hanging out on my birthday stream. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Jelly. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up. So I'm gonna like after the movie, if the kids are good and everybody's cool, I might come back and stream some more. Maybe yeah, I need to clean up my inventory. I won't do inventory management 101 on stream. I promise. Hey, Maddie. All right.
Join again.
Are you joining again? I'm actually wrapping up. You come in here and say goodbye to everybody.
I will.
You will?
Why are we saying goodbye?
Well, because Nana and Papa Tex are here, and they're gonna take Daddy to a birthday movie.
Goodbye. I want to go to see.
You want to go to the movie too? How about we watch a different movie today?
Goodbye.
You want to watch Tangled today?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you guys later.
I like to go
See ya.
with them.
Yeah.
I want
You want to go? Yeah?